Glider 6-1 Pre-Flight and Ground Operations. Let's dive into the intricate process of operating a glider, focusing on assembly and pre-flight procedures. The meticulous assembly of a glider is crucial for flight safety, and it all begins with a thorough inspection, utilizing checklists found in the Glider Flight Manual, Pilot's Operating Handbook. Now, assembling a glider is an operational function, not preventative maintenance. Always check for required documentation on board, including the airworthiness certificate, registration, required placards, and Glider Flight Manual, Pilot's Operating Handbook. Seek guidance from an experienced glider flight instructor or a certified private or higher glider pilot if you're new to glider assembly. Moving on to assembly and storage techniques, figure illustrates the use of wing stands and wing dollies. These provide crucial support during assembly, preventing damage to the glider components. Choose your assembly location wisely, considering factors like crew size, tools, and wind conditions. Wind can be a significant factor, affecting the handling of wings even in a gentle breeze. If assembling inside a hangar, ensure sufficient room for maneuvering and avoid misplacing parts or tools. During assembly, having wing stands and wing dollies on hand is essential. These provide support for the glider components, ensuring a smooth and damage-free assembly process. Use a written assembly checklist to stay organized and keep an inventory of parts and tools. After assembly, conduct a thorough inspection, making sure all bolts and pins are properly installed and secured. Avoid using force, such as a hammer, to tap wing bolts in place. For certain gliders, 2 or more people may be required for assembly. Maintain focus and avoid disturbances during this critical process. After assembly, inspect all attach points, ensuring wing pins slide into sockets with minimal force. The wings of the glider can be folded, facilitating ease of storage. Remember, never use excessive force during assembly. Consult a mechanic if needed to check for potential damage. Conduct a final inspection using a checklist provided by the manufacturer or a commercial source. This step is critical and should not be rushed. If a critical assembly checklist is provided, it must be used, along with a positive control check for verification. A well-assembled glider ensures safety and optimal performance in flight. Now, let's talk about trailering and launching your glider, essential steps for any soaring adventure. Now, imagine these specialized trailers designed for your glider, snugly securing its components. Take a short drive after loading to check for any rubbing issues and make sure everything's secure. Trailer tires, lights, hitch movement, give them a once-over for a safe journey. When tying down your glider, always face it into the wind for added stability. And if the winds are feeling strong, consider tying those spoilers open or using a padded stand under the tail. Now, ground handling is an art, especially in high winds. Towing with a vehicle? Use a tow line more than half the wingspan, and remember to close that canopy when unattended. If you're moving the glider during gusty conditions, grab a couple of buddies at the wingtips and tail for support, safety first. Moreover, let's talk tow rope inspection. Make sure it's in tip-top shape, no wear or knots. And compliance with 14 CFR Part 91 is a must. The tow rope should be within 80 to 200% of the glider's max weight. Safety links are your friends, ensuring a safe and smooth launch. Now, let's dive into the ins and outs of trailering and prepping your glider for an epic launch. Picture these specially designed trailers, perfectly cradling your glider components. But before you soar into the skies, there's a checklist to breeze through. Check those trailer tires, make sure the lights are a go, hitch is secure, brakes are operational, you get the drill. And when it comes to towing, think smooth and steady. No sudden moves. Always have a wing walker when towing, especially on windy days. Handling your glider on the ground is an art. Be cautious in gusty winds, and use spoilers to ease that lift. Now, let's chat about tying down your glider. Whenever it's not in use, tie it down with the canopy closed and latched. Aim it into the wind for stability. And don't forget those gust locks and covers for the pitot tube. We're all about keeping it in top-notch condition. Water ballast? Empty it to avoid freezing during transport or overnight stays. Moving on to launch equipment inspection, glider pilots, it's on you to inspect that tow line. And safety links? Absolutely crucial for a safe connection. And yes, let's not forget those tow hooks, inspect them for smooth operation. Let's explore glider pre-flight inspections and maintenance to ensure our soaring experiences remain not only exhilarating but, most importantly, safe. Before we ascend to the skies, a thorough pre-flight inspection is paramount. Whether your glider comes with a pre-flight checklist in the Glider Flight Manual, Pilot's Operating Handbook, or you're in the process of creating your own using guidelines akin to those in meticulous, checks are the linchpin of a secure flight. As we prepare for liftoff, it's imperative to make any necessary adjustments to the pilot and passenger seats and ensure control elements like rudder pedals are tailored to your preferences. As you securely fasten your seat belt and shoulder harness, exercise caution to avoid crimping or clamping the oxygen supply. Particularly if your glider has just undergone assembly, conducting a positive control check is highly recommended. In this process, a crew member provides resistance while you manipulate the control stick, confirming the correct and secure connections for ailerons, elevators, spoilers, and flaps, thereby attesting to the glider's airworthiness. In cases where a specific pre-launch checklist is absent from consider adopting widely recognized generic checklists. Generic pre-launch checklists. Whichever checklist you opt for, consistency and meticulous adherence to each step are paramount. Now, let's delve into the realm of glider care. The cleaning method depends on the type of glider. Post each flight, use a soft cloth or wet chamois to promptly wipe down your glider, removing any debris or bugs. Fabric gliders necessitate cleaning with spray-on and wash-off products, while metal gliders benefit from a low-pressure hose and mild detergent. High-performance fiberglass gliders, on the other hand, require special sprays or cleaning pastes. Always consult the Glider Flight Manual, Pilot's Operating Handbook, or a reputable glider supply store for materials suitable for your glider type. For minor repairs on fiberglass gliders, pilots can handle issues like scratches or chips after consulting with a fiberglass expert. Approved parts and materials must be utilized for these repairs, following the manufacturer's recommended procedures and 14 CFR Part 43. To tailor your care and cleaning routine precisely to your glider, peruse the specific Glider Flight Manual, Pilot's Operating Handbook. Preventive maintenance plays a pivotal role in preserving your glider's optimal condition. Limited to specific tasks that do not involve complex assembly operations, preventive maintenance covers areas like landing gear tires, shock absorbers, wheel bearings, safety wiring, and more. In conclusion, aviation enthusiasts, safeguarding your glider's impeccable condition is a shared responsibility. Execute those checks with precision, handle maintenance with care, and let the wings of your glider carry you to new heights with unparalleled grace. If you click like and subscribe and leave a comment, we will provide a coupon for a free PDF download, one of 9 ebooks. However, each individual can only download up to 1 out of 9 ebooks for free.